My name is Shegun Odunwayo. On this show, we bring 3 topical issues, topics that are hitting up the polity, and we throw them to our guests here in the studios. Intelligent individuals we bring on the show, and then we analyze the situation, various situations that are disturbing the Nigerian people. I have to my left Eniton Daramola. Eniton, a very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Shegun.
Yeah,
it's good to be here again.
The weather is not, stressing you at all.
No,
not
really.
even the economy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that I can see.
Okay. At my right, I have our deputy editor, Mr. Aliu. Mr. Adekunle Aliu. Feels good to see you again.
Wow,
On the bounce, back to back. Thank you very much for being a part of this package.
You're welcome.
All right, very quickly we go to the topics for the day. The first topic for today is coming back to it after we've spoken about it for a couple of weeks now on different days. The minimum wage issue and the fact that Labour are saying, hey, federal government, what is happening? You are stepping down the memo that has to do with the new minimum wage. Remember what has been on for a while. At the time, the Labour, organized Labour, NLC, and their sister bodies had to go on strike, and that strike really affected Nigerians, because if Nigerians didn't miss anything, they missed the electricity that they complain about. But there was no light at all, almost everywhere, in fact, and it was really disturbing. There was no, the strike was called off. They went back to the negotiation table. The government had one of their representatives, come up. By coming up, taking this issue really seriously. They submitted the proposal to the president, and it was going on, and the reports came out that, hey, the president was going to be submitting an amount to the National Assembly, and once it had been passed, it was definitely going to be binding on all. Later on, reports came out again from the presidency that Nigerians should calm down. The presidency was on it. And later on, they said they have stepped down the memo because the presidency needed to have an all-inclusive meeting with everyone on board. By everyone, organized labor, the governors, private sector, and they needed something all-inclusive. Now, the big question now is, when the government was making critical decisions, cutting of this, cutting of that, those were done instantly. Of course, the pressure was passed on to the bulk of the people, the masses. Now that they are supposed to raise the money so that it can even lead to some form of succor for Nigerians who have few notes chasing more expensive goods, they are asking for time. They are stepping down the memo. What do you have to say about this?
Well, the president is doing that not because he doesn't like the people. I think they want more consultation, according to what they said. They want to talk more. And if you notice, overnight, I think yesterday midnight, they had a meeting and they deliberated. So maybe, there's this, like I tell people outside here, is that I am sure the federal government can pay 1,500 for its workers. But those state governors and the other sectors, the other private sector, can they afford it? If the federal government go ahead and say, okay, 250,000, I'm going to pay my own worker or my workers, will the state governors be able to do it? Will the Gombe state, will the Zamfara state, will the Ebonyi state, will the Kwara state, and so be able to pay that amount? So they also have to go and do their own discussions. So maybe for that reason, they need to say, okay, what do we do? You need to deliberate. Like I told you that, I said, they need to sit down and talk. It's talking. We have our resources. How do we share these resources? These workers are crying. Price of goods and services have gone up, skyrocketed. So what do we do? How do we help this economy? We don't want more inflation. So you need to discuss with Labour to let them see your plight. Labour to state their own again and again till we get to the right table. It's our economy we're talking about. We're talking about the economy of this country. So they need to keep discussing. The organized private sector too have to listen. Because every increase will be borne by the people.
All right.
There is no way to worry about it.
Anything.
Yeah.
It was easy for this government to say fuel subsidy is gone. Forex subsidy is gone. Electricity subsidy, at least for band-aid users, is gone. That was when people knew there was a band-aid. I'm so sure before that statement was made, many people did not even know there was any band. We were just enjoying the thing.
Absolutely.
Education subsidy is even gone. It was easy for these decisions to be made without the masses, the real people that they were governing, being put into consideration. it is not like the presidency has come out to say, hey, I'm reducing my ministers, the number of ministers I have, bam, and you reduce maybe 10 or 15, or you imagine. The only thing we had was the ElRufai report, which, of course, the merger of various, parastatals, federal government parastatals, and all, even though till now we don't really have a particular headway. But the people who started feeling the pain from day one of the beginning of these policies, this they say necessary, but painful policies, have not had the solution to their own plight. And then we still have to have the memo stepped down, because consultation, when will this consultation end?
Okay, well, that's a good question actually, because when you look at how far and how long this matter has been on, you keep wondering, when are we going to come to an end? When, will there be a resolution? When will we get, the final, outcome, and we know, oh, this is how much has been agreed on, for the minimum wage, and, when this will be effective, and when they'll start, making changes, the private sector, and, what have you. But, I feel that, having done all consultations, I feel that there has been, there have been a number of consultations. Why step down, the memo on this discussion? At least I feel that whatever they agree on at the FEC, they are going to, still get back to the president. You understand? And, I understand that the president has the final say, but, if you recall that in his, it was Democracy Day, address, he was saying that they are going
still
to send
talking about promise.
Yes, but he was saying that they will send, like, it sounded like there was like
an
agreement.
Just sounding optimistic, trying not to water down the hopes of the people.
Yes, but
we are on it, this and this.
But there
was nothing definite.
Yes, so I think if they want to take an action, I don't want to say that there is an ulterior motive for for the delay, because I see no reason why have delays this long, because regardless of the delay, whatever they agree on will still be bounding. You understand? So whether it is 62,000 naira, whether it is 100,000 naira or 250,000 naira, like the organized labor, asked for, which, no matter how long, I feel that they can do this within a week. So why the delay is the question that I cannot answer.
No, they can't do it within a week.
Okay,
you are talking about the economy of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You're talking about paying people salaries. You see, in this small organization where we are here to discuss minimum wage will not be 24 hours. It cannot be 1 week, because you have to look at what you earn as to what you're going to spend. So what are the other expenditures you're going to do? Your budget. You are going to look at it critically. You must be able to afford. Yes, salary is number one. You must be able to pay. You can borrow other money for that, but salary must be able to pay. If you begin to borrow salary, you have to look at it critically. Where are we going to? You have to explain. If I do this, this is what will happen. If I don't do this, you have to look at it well. We can run the nation around. So stepping down then, because they've met again yesterday and they are moving on. Stepping down was for more consultation.
Now, this is the question now. They met, they've been meeting,
yes.
They will keep meeting.
Yes.
But the question now is, how far will these meetings continue? When are we going to be definite? What time
recall I told you
are we putting on
recall I told you last time, I said whatever time this minimum wage issue is settled, government is going to pay arrears. Whatever time. They are going to take it back to the day they announced subsidy removal. Since that day up till
that has not been.
Do you have a confirmation?
Government will pay arrears.
So I was going to ask.
Hold on. Will not keep quiet about it.
Any quick one.
Go and check it.
Now, quick one. I mean, he's saying they are going to pay arrears, but for the worker, for the man on the streets, who doesn't work with anybody in government, you don't work with the state government, you don't work with the federal government,
not even the
you are just sector. A roadside guy, just doing your thing, your small business here and there. Now, before the gains start to come in, who pays for those times that you've lost? Those, that painful period for you and your family. How does it benefit you?
Well, it is what it is, really. I feel that that's the grass when two elephants are fighting. I say when two elephants fighting, the grass bears the brunt. So I feel that, there are some areas or some holes that will not be covered. really. You understand? Because when you're fighting for minimum wage, or when you're fighting for this, yes, it is to a certain a large number of people will benefit from whatever decision will be made. But I feel that some people, will not. And this is where, price of things will now, they might be looking at, if the economy is still not favorable for me and I'm not benefiting from, the minimum wage that has been made effective, I might as well just look at the cost of things and just feel like, this is how much I'm spending on things. This is how much, I'm paying to get this thing. Well, and on transportation, I look at everything and just feel like, well, since that I might just need to, increase prices.
All right. Now, the big question is, why was it easy for the government to, in quote, make life difficult for Nigerians without making life difficult for themselves? I mean, we've not had anybody come out to say. I think the best we've had is the president come out to say, hey, when you are traveling as a government official, you can cut your, cut. Yeah, that's the best we've gotten. No governor has come out to say we are merging social ministries. The president himself, as the leader of this government, has not come out to say, hey, the
government is not making life difficult for the people.
But they are not trying to lead by example in we are cutting costs frugal. In things that
frugality in government will be defined in different ways. What you think is frugality may not be frugality. It may be essential. We want to buy a jet now. You think the presidential plane they want to buy now should not be bought? The president has to.
We have presidents that fly commercial. Presidents.
They are still going to spend money.
But they fly commercial.
So does that mean it's not expensive?
Their economies are not going through.
If you have your own, don't you think it will be more cost effective than when you're paying commercial to fly jets?
But the ones we have now, we have to either repair or sell.
So your presidency is your highest position. It has to live the status. But it's not you have to live it.
The Nigerian people's lives are not living the status.
The status in
the president or the government not supposed to live according to the people.
We carry the royalty up. The downstream, from the bottom we lift it up. All our finances is going to lift that place up. It's a status. We have to respect it. In terms of my own problem with everything is that, look, do it quickly so that you don't have what we call...
Quick one. What's the definition of your own quickly?
As in...
It's been over a year now, over 12 months.
I'm having issues with that long discussions too. But again, the discussion has to be so that we can get to the right point. Because if we get it wrong, in the next 2-3 months again, they will say, no, this is not enough. So let's get it once and for all now and push it again, okay, the next 5 years. So that's where we're having issues.
All right, quick on anything. So why must the people be the ones to bear the brunt?
Well,
why should the people be the ones bearing most of the pain? Most of the pain is coming down on the average Nigerian.
It shouldn't be.
Why?
It shouldn't be, but I wouldn't want to say that the people have more at stake, but well, it's just like
we have more airports than the people flying. The number of persons flying is not commensurate to the number of airports we have.
How
many percentage of people are flying in Nigeria compared to if they are building roads on the same percentage at which they are building airports? I don't think we'll have the dangerous roads we have.
So we need to set our priorities right. Actually, we need to set our priorities right. Because, if you are looking at the issues of this country or the issues or the things that are affecting the economy, you'll be talking about security. You understand? You'll be talking about security. You'll be talking about some companies that are leaving the country and why is it that they are leaving the country and, the effect it has on, the economy itself. And you're talking about maybe the case of the cost of things when you talk about like petroleum products, and what have you. And there's no way you talk about even food when it comes to ordinary commodities like food. There is no way you talk about it and not talk about security. You understand? There's no way you talk about it and not talk about security. And if you are talking about insecurity in Nigeria, the most affected region has to be in the north. And if you are not doing anything, to curb, I'm not saying they are not doing anything, but I think we will need to, prioritize. Like I said,
we need to hold on. We need the efforts.
Let's.
No, I'm not saying we do not need. Hold on. I'm not saying we do not. I'm not saying we do not. No.
You wouldn't say because the kitchen is dirty, you wouldn't watch the toilet.
You
wouldn't say because you won't watch the bedroom. Everything goes all together. We should fix everything. We need airports. We need the roads. We need
But
playgrounds, we need drainage fix, we need a lot of things. So all this has to be put in place.
I was
You
definitely,
work, that's why it's government.
going to pass the baton. But yeah.
So when you're talking about kitchens, can you refurbish your kitchen or renovate your kitchen without eliminating the rats? And if you eliminate the rats in your kitchen, hold on. If you eliminate the rats in your kitchen, if you don't block the access point that the rats, gain into your kitchen,
So
are they not going to?
Right.
So you agree with me that it's a house, so everything has to go.
Are you telling me that? Are you telling me?
Fix
So,
everything?
are you telling me that
we will fix everything together for the comfort of the people?
I think we have to agree.
So all
So
these
that's why I said that we need to prioritize.
The house has a structural.
So we all fix it together.
Unfortunately, we have to go to
permit me, Shegu.
We have to go to the next topic now. Unfortunately, I think it's important to note though that the mood is quite tense. For various reasons, but the most important reason is that the people cannot be the ones bearing the brunt for over 12 months. Mr. Adekunle here, who even feels like it has to take a period of time for it to get fixed, understands that we cannot go 13 months and we are still dialoguing. Some persons can barely feed, and it's been like this for a year. Now, it was then that people who have jobs and, they'll be texting their friends and family members for help. Now, even people who have jobs text their family members and friends for help. I mean, I'm sure you, the viewers, will understand what we are talking about because you probably even have examples. You are probably typing examples in the comment section right now as I speak. It affects everyone, and we do hope that the government can, take this matter to bed very quickly because it's getting tiring, it's getting worrisome, and something has to be done as soon as possible. Very quickly move on to the next topic. Dangote, Aliko Dangote, the owner of Dangote Refineries, and that's a household name in Nigeria already, has accused the NMPDRA of giving license to those who import dirty fuel into Nigeria. Of course, NMPDRA have come out to deny that allegation, but that allegation is weighty, and that allegation,
very weighty.
Yeah, that allegation is not coming from a nobody. It's coming from a major player in the oil sector,
major
not
new
just
player
in Nigeria, but in Africa. And then he has come out. You don't find Dangote talking too many times, but these days he has been speaking. First, he came out to say that the cartels in the oil sector are worse than those in another sector. I don't want to mention right now. Yeah. And then he has been coming out back to back rather. IOCs, allegations here and there. And this one is very huge. Very huge. Yeah. Now, I read a report by this beautiful report on oil and gas, and Nigeria has some of the dirtiest PMS being sold. In Nigeria. The fuel. That's why you see that many persons, you buy this thing and then it looks like they give you air and then it's gone. You just start your generators, something that will last you. Now you buy fuel in this petrol station. If you compare it to the one in you will see the difference.
Yeah, my lights.
You see the difference.
Sure, you just like.
And then reports have come out from right, left, and center in the past. Written reports. We have some of the one of the dirtiest in the entire world. The fuel that comes to Nigeria is one of the dirtiest, one of the cheapest over there. Easy money, faster money. And then now, Aliko Dangote, a man who should know, is accusing them, even though they have come out to refute the claim. But what do you think about such a heavy allegation?
Well, I think for once on this show today, myself and Mr. Ali have agreed. We've come to reach a point of agreement to say that this is very weighty. And like I said earlier, before coming in, we came on live, I said there's no smoke without a fire. You understand? So there's no way that the Dangote company as a whole, you understand, would I've just said this out of nowhere. There's no way they would have just said this for fun. There's no way they would have just said this to make the headlines. It's impossible to have just said just fabricated this. I think that an investigation needs to to be carried out. A probe needs to be carried out to find out whether, we need to just dig in deeper, because now, according to a report, I think it was a 2022 report or a 2023 report that I read a while ago, it says that the effects of, of dirty fuel, just to educate our viewers, when you talk about dirty fuel, you're not talking about maybe some, dirt and particles here and there, but you're talking about, adulterated fuel that have been, just the mixed methanol or sulfur, they have mixed it with, with the original petrol just to get, maybe a larger quantity, and it's being sold, at maybe cheaper rates, likely cheaper rates. But then the effect to, the people itself, it has adverse effect on the health, of people in terms of, the quality of air that we breathe in. And, according to the report, it says that the life expectancy has been cut short to 4.7 years, and the most affected place is in the Niger Delta. So this is weighty in the sense that, aside from the fact that it's dangerous or injurious to the health of, of the common man or Nigerians as a whole, it is also bad for the economy in the sense that when you have substandard fuel, flying around, somebody's making money from it. But at the end of the day, you see that engines are being knocked, are being destroyed. And when things like this happen, in this economy, people will now start, spending more. People will start spending more. The little resources that, they should be, using to cater for the family, so to speak. You are now spending it on, engines that are being destroyed as a result of, all in the name of trying to get luxury.
Now, the statement was not made by the man himself.
Yes.
The vice president
of the oil and gas sector.
I mean, this is a man. Check him out. You can just check out his
I can't remember his name now.
Yes, his name
Edwin.
is
Is it for Dangote?
Edwin
Bright
Devakuma.
Okay, yeah, Edwin.
Now check him out online, and you see that this is somebody that should know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
This is a stakeholder, a major stakeholder, someone whose CV says that he has experience in this particular field.
Speaking for
Now,
Dangote.
jet fuel, dirty jet fuel, according to him.
AGOs.
Yes, coming into the country. PMS, petrol, coming into the country. This is dangerous to the millions of Nigerians that exist in this country.
Yes.
Their lives, their existence, everything. This is dangerous.
It's weighty. I think government needs to step in strongly, despite the fact that the regulatory agencies have denied it. But again, it calls for questioning. We have our own refineries. Why haven't we worked on our refineries and produced our things ourselves? That's one question. Two, I just want people to know that, look, that's one of the reasons why you can't have anybody do refining of crude oil anyhow. Even if the big players are coming in with this kind of dirty fuel, what do you think our local refineries, those ones that are doing illegal refinery, illegal bong, and in the Niger Delta, what kind of fuel do you think?
Refineries that they grow up.
What do you think they will bring out? So we should be careful. The government should step in heavily and check appropriately. These things are what are cancerous to the body. People are developing cancer anyhow these days. These are one of the reasons. When we have dirty fuels all over the places, government should just step in heavily and check and save the people from dying from dirty fuel.
All right.
But again, I'm sorry. I just want to look at the other side of it. It could also be a gimmick. I have my reason for saying that.
It could be PR.
Yeah, this is
because
market.
Many persons
market
have also
against
said
market.
that
Buyers against buyers. Sellers against buyers.
Yeah.
So it could be, let me throw something so that, but government, that's why government should step in quickly and do the appropriate checks.
I agree with you.
They might be accusing one another of dirty deals and there is nothing, just to raise flag. But government should come in quickly and put things in place for the masses. Like you said, it is dangerous for the over 200 million people in Nigeria. For everybody in Nigeria, it's wrong. All right, should do something.
Anything. This is too risky to be playing games with. This is too risky. This is too risky.
Yeah.
What measures do you think can be put in place? We call on government every day. There's probably a panel, and then it will just be swept every day. Different headlines for the newspapers. Everybody moves on. Many persons are no longer looking at these issues and going back to them.
Head should roll
because
down.
this is not if something dangerous happens somewhere, and then you find out that it's not just for blah 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 blah. what is being done instantly, immediately to this?
Okay, I think what should be done,
Yeah,
because I can't give you, a specific
for your
answer.
advice, your opinion. Yeah.
So I think what should be done is there should be an independent probe, independent and then holistic. You understand? Yes, because if you look, like, it's just like a coin that have two sides. If you review a side of the coin, you need to review the other side of the coin, because the other side is not an independent coin on its own. It's just still one coin. You understand? And like Mr. Aliu said earlier, it could be like there's something fishy. You understand? So you can't just rule out the fact that there could be something behind this statement. You understand? So for us to get a proper view of this, do a proper check, proper probe, find out what is going on. If anybody is found guilty, let heads roll, because we need to start setting examples, because if you don't, people will continue doing what is not right. So when we let's just hammer down on what is bad, and let people know that there are consequences for things, not just knowing now that there are consequences or there are repercussions for things, but actions are being taken against things that that are detrimental to business, that are detrimental to the economy, that are detrimental to life itself in in your host community. So why, you understand? So at the expense of people's life, they are making money and bringing in importing in dirty fuel, which is very wrong. So I think the government needs to hammer down on this thing, because there's no way, and I'm going to repeat it, that there's no way that dirty fuel will come into the country and some people will not know about it. There is no way. Why
did it take? Why did you?
Now,
was the Dangote say such before we knew that such is existed?
True, I agree.
Oh, well,
where are our scientists? Where are our mechanics?
Also,
didn't they know that this fuel is not okay for us to? Oh, but just like just the way Nigerians.
I don't think you should
be crying wolf and saying this is wrong. The one I bought, we all just keep quiet. We just use things.
Every allegation.
Somebody should be speaking.
Every allegations were further made, and they said IOCs were making it difficult for their own organization to stay afloat, by ensuring that they sell above market price, and that was ensuring that they had to go get they had to import from the United States and all that, making it difficult. Of course, like somebody said, and like you've also said on this show, and many other persons have said, industry players have said, it's business.
It's business.
They are trying to kick each other out. The game will definitely be played. It's only the only thing that Nigerians are hoping for now are that things that are favorable to them is what is being done. Even though we all know it's business, but now they are alleging, not just making that allegation. Dangote Refinery is also saying now that IOCs are making it difficult for them in the business by increasing the market price and then ensuring that they have to go outside to buy.
We just have to fix our own refineries. Dangote is in business. Every entrepreneur is out there to maximize profit. So you can't stop him. He will buy, check his costs, sell at whatever price that pays him. As the cement of Dangote price come down to 200 naira,
1,000,
it can come down.
But that's different. I think that's a different,
So, but again, if we have our own refineries working, we can augment. If the prices are going up, okay, we can find a way to cushion it by our own, because it's our refineries. We pay the prices, we pay. So we have a way to back it up and bring the price down. So one of the things we need to do is the price. See, let's check history. I read somewhere that since 1960, from 3 kobo to what now? So the price of fuel has been going up. It won't come down. Then we should not accept that price. It won't price internationally. Price of fuel internationally, PMS will not come down. Crude oil prices does not come down. It keeps going up. And when it's going up, we are happy. We are having boom, isn't it? Now we are buying fuel from outside.
We do not have working
so
refineries.
The boom is becoming doom.
Yeah.
But if we have our own refineries home, growing, so you look, it might be cheaper. It might be lesser, but actual prices. So we enjoy it. So we need to fix that. I keep saying we need to fix our refineries. But going back again to the sulfurization, the problem of sulfur, where are our engineers? What is the SUN, Standard Organization, saying about this? Where are those chemical engineers? We have
guys that should be in charge.
Nobody said if Dangote has not spoken this loud, we won't hear it.
Anything, like you said, we are refineries. You know, this government came on board and told us that in so time,
Yeah.
our refineries, especially the Port Harcourt refinery, was going to be working at 60% capacity. The deadline was last year, December. It didn't happen. Then they set another deadline. It didn't happen. Then they set another deadline. It didn't happen. I think the next deadline is now July. July is virtually some days away. So we'll see. But we all know that the solution to this crisis is Nigeria as a country owning refineries. The first one was set, according to the plan, was said to have been 100% completed this year, and that it will be 60% completed last year. As of now, it is not even 60% completed. So we don't even know when that 100% completion will come about. That's the Port Harcourt refinery. The Kaduna refinery was supposed to, get started, I think 45% this year, 2024. When Port Harcourt is not ready. Port Harcourt that was set for December 2023 is not ready as at end of June 2024. How are we sure that Kaduna is supposed to come about 2024-2025 will not even be 2028?
Or 9.
Now, Dangote refinery is not owned by Nigeria. Fine, we have some percentage in it. But, the man is still out for business. One way or the other, of course, is a private individual.
Yeah.
The solution, like he said, is our own thing. And our own thing has refused to fly. How do we solve it? This problem. How do we solve this challenge?
Well, it will require, I think it was in Game of Thrones that they had a mad king, right? I think it was in Game of Thrones. Yeah, they had a mad king. I think it would take somebody very, very crazy, in quotes, very, very crazy, to come and just be hell bent on turning things around in this country. Because, you mentioned the fact that we need to own or have our refineries, have them working. But permit me to add that we do not just need to have them working alone. We need to protect these refineries because, governments have come and governments have gone. But then it's been years, permit me to use ages. These refineries have been, killed. What they are presently, or maybe what they were, because, we know work is going on, or, to revamp them. But why have we not been able to revamp the refineries up to 100% till now? That means something is going on or going wrong somewhere. Permit me to use the words of Dangote Refinery. Maybe there are some people sabotaging the repairs of this refinery. Maybe there are some people benefiting from the fact that the refinery is not working at 100% capacity.
Business is
exactly. So that's why it goes back to what I started with. That
so
we
perhaps,
need.
So perhaps Dangote Refinery is a blessing to us in disguise. The private sector, their private sector battle will make the Nigerian people understand why our own public sector business is not flourishing. Perhaps. But that's why I would still go back to the first point I made about this question, that we need a. Let me know. Okay, yes, thank you. I said it in quotes. In quotes. Because and even Dangote, I'm not pro Dangote and I'm not anti Dangote, but to a certain level, I was saying yesterday in the office that it needs to be protected, or the refinery itself, the establishment needs to be protected, so that it favors the Nigerian government and the Nigerian people as well, and even Dangote himself, because if he's into business, and business is going well in Nigeria, yes, I'm sure it's going to make it favor. It's going to favor Nigeria. All right.
But then there should be competition. So get our refineries working now.
Yeah. All right. It's this topic. If we stay on it, we'll just never exhaust it, because it will keep going on and on and on and on and on to the very last topic of the day. Ex-Kaduna State Governor Malam Nasir ElRufai has sued the Kaduna State House of Assembly. We all know what happened. Allegations came about that he got involved in some financial fraudulent activities of millions and billions of naira. He took certain loans. He didn't, properly make use of those funds and all that. And the ElRufai has taken them to court. saying that they are trying to tarnish his image. His son has been sharing excerpts of his book, The Accidental Public Servant, on social media, saying, it happened the last time when he was FCT minister, when things were working, when he was there, while he was living, they were trying to persecute him. So the persecution story is being sold to us again. But one thing, Mr. Liu, just 1 minute. Every governor leaves, and then when they are asked about how they spend funds or when such matters come up, everybody hides under the persecution story. Some are probably be true and some may be false. The Kaduna ElRufai story, is it persecution or is something deeply involved in this?
Persecution or not, I like what the man has done. He has gone to court. So let's see. It's the court. Let the court decide. Let the investigation be done. If I were him, I would open the books. Let me open my books. Yeah. Let's check. Let's fact check things. Yeah. Because you want to come out clean.
Yeah.
If you are persecuting me, I'll still come out clean. They persecuted Jesus Christ, he came out clean. So let's see. You say I steal. Okay, let's check the books. Let's. I like him going to court. I'll take him to court too. We'll decide it there. It's not like somebody who is running and closing the door. You don't need to run. Face it. Say the truth. Even if they punish you for it, you stand by your truth. You don't have to run. State it. If they want to use the FC to carry him, let him surrender himself and follow this process. A lot of them are even coming out clean safe in the long run. So, see,
Malam has gone to court, and if you understand the Nigerian political scene, you understand ElRufai for who he is. He tries as much as possible to come out with his hands clean. He tries to say I'm the different guy. He has this. He tries to stay clean. Or he tries to act clean. I'm not saying he's not clean, but I'm saying he likes to always come out, with his sponge well washed after having his bath. You know what they call it here? Where? He likes things like that. And then now, this is new. This is not what you see often.
Yeah.
We are used to the Yaya Bello system where people are running away and all sorts. But this is a Malam Nasir ElRufai saying, hey, you are coming to me, I'm coming for you.
Yes.
More like if my hands are dirty, there will be something I'm hiding. I'm not hiding anything. I'm rather taking you guys to court. This is, some people are behind this, not trying to push the whole thing. But interestingly, the governor of Kaduna has not really come out. He's not giving us the Fubara Wiki thing.
Yeah.
He was anointed by ElRufai. And then now people are saying his assembly are the ones doing this because somebody is guiding them, but the man has not really come out to. He's just dancing somewhere, just away from the media space. What do you think, Edito, in 1 minute, very quickly?
Okay, I'll just feel that if truly is innocent or if he's not guilty, I think like Mr. Ali said earlier, that he's not like one person that is hiding and from what have you, but I think like he said in the suit that they did not call him, they did not inform him, they did not invite him.
Bring him before them. Yeah.
Well, I think I don't know if it is necessary to invite him, but if it should just let them allow the court run its its course. If he's guilty, he should pay for it. I'm just hoping that this suit is not an opportunity to just delay things. But if he's innocent as clean, I think he deserves an apology for not being invited, but everything should just follow the due course so that we don't get
all right. Sorry.
So that I think everything should just follow the right course so that we don't get to delay things and then cover the actual truth. Let everything be brought to the public.
Yeah, the Kaduna State Assembly said they investigated the matter, and then they said it was they announced that they found the alleged not alleged, they actually
I think it's about 400 and something
billion. They came out to say, hey, our former governor did so didn't use our funds,
give him room to defend himself.
and then the man is going to court. I think this is a good one for democracy. Good one for democracy?
Well, I'm not sure.
The good one for democracy?
I won't say that yet.
All right.
Many things about democracy you don't like. In Kenya, the judge.
I didn't say I don't like democracy. I'm not saying that we're talking about this because we don't know the end of this yet, so we can't say.
So democracy,
understand.
You find it difficult to define democracy.
So allow him,
you've only been go to the court. Use the system.
Use the system. Yeah, it's democracy. It's our democracy.
Okay, well, use the system.
Thank you very much.
But use it well.
It's time for us to leave. When you are on this show, you just feel like staying here forever. But finally, time, like they say, is not afraid on this show. Thank you very much for being a part of this package. We are here, like I always say, because you are there. Till we come away again next week, will be in the month of July, the 7th month. Stay out of trouble. God bless you.